Helluva Boss episode 8 of season 2 just released, and I'm just here to give my thoughts and review of the episode. The episode opens with a song between Stolas and Blitz, and they talk about how they feel about their full moon agreement. If you didn't know, the full moon agreement is that Blitz is able to get a special book that allows him to go to Earth or the human world so he can carry out his business as long as he does stuff to Stolas. Now, Blitz is shown singing in the song and talking about how he's just doing it for the pleasure of it, and Stolas is talking about how he wants it to be an actual relationship and not something that Blitz is forced to do. Personally, I didn't find anything too special about the song. It was kind of nice to see that Blitz was singing, and we haven't really seen him sing in the series that much, so that was a nice touch. Other than that, though, it's basically any other song that I've seen in the series. Nothing too special, but it was still pretty good. We then cut to the angels we got to see in a previous episode in season 1, and we also get to see how they are trying to survive on Earth. They are eventually caught by the organization we also got to see in season 1, which I forgot what was called, and they start working together to stop Blitz and his team. Get a quick cut to Millie, Moxie, Blitz, and Luna coming back from a mission on Earth, and it is also revealed that Blitz now feels more insecure and worried about his relationship between Stolas. We then cut back to the angels, who are given robotic suits to help them defeat the IMP crew. They are able to go to Hell through a sort of portal that the company or government, whatever the business or whatever is called, and are able to start hunting down Blitz. Now, I find the fact that the government company thing was just able to make a portal to Hell, because that feels like it's just really easy to get to Hell. Yeah, sure, they had a lot of funding, and also the portal was like 3 feet wide, but still, it seems kind of easy just to get to Hell, and I feel like that's kind of a plot hole. Although it doesn't take away too much from the episode, that's just something I noticed and am not really happy about. The joke of the portal being 3 feet big or whatever can still be applied, but it could have also just been applied after like the angels helped them create the portal or something, because I feel like just humans are able to get to Hell whenever they want to if they have enough funding. Seems a bit like a plot hole, but at least world building wise, I don't really like that, but I'm noting it here anyway. Overall, it's not too much of a takeaway from the episode. I thought I'd just note it here though. Going on, the angels find Blitz and don't immediately attack him because they are trying to also find the rest of his crew or friends. We get to see them get involved in a bunch of Hell shenanigans, and it's really funny to see them react to the environment of Hell. Although this is a very Blitz focused episode, I'm glad they involved Fizz in it, considering that he's probably one of my favorite characters, and also he's just a great character overall. It wasn't the main focus, which was definitely a good thing, because if he was, it would have felt like a sort of bait and switch for the title that the episode is. Overall, basically what I'm trying to say is that the Fizz cameo was pretty cool. Anyway, after the Fizz scene, we get another fight scene between the angels and the rest of the IMP crew, excluding Blitz. Now, the Helluva Boss fight scenes are always great, and this is no exception. It's still a great fight scene, maybe not the best, but still pretty good. After this fight scene is over, we get the interaction between Blitz and Stolas, the scene that this entire episode is leading up to, and is honestly the one thing about this episode that really stood out to me. The interaction between Stolas and Blitz, at least in my opinion, was actually pretty good. I really liked how they executed it, and I really liked how it played out. Common trope with popular media with this type of situation between two lovers is that there's a misunderstanding, and this honestly gets so overdone, it's really tiring after you've watched it multiple times. Every time there's a misunderstanding between two people in a relationship in a TV show / movie / media, I always want to punch my screen and the show writers. Honestly, it's just a really lazy way to create drama between two characters, and honestly, it's overplayed so much, I again want to punch the show writers and director for making this scene even possible. However, the scene in Helluva Boss thankfully doesn't play out like this. Stolas genuinely pours out his heart to Blitz, and it expresses his feelings without any misunderstanding or miscommunication, except Blitz plays it off as a sort of roleplay and completely sees it the wrong way, which is on him and not Stolas. Stolas leaves, realizing that Blitz just sees the relationship as a pleasure thing. I can't say anything else or else this video is going to get taken down. And when Stolas leaves, Blitz realizes that he's being serious. He realizes that Stolas is being serious about wanting the relationship to be optional and not forced for Blitz. Blitz chases after Stolas, yelling at him and talking about royal people such as him always treat lowly class members like himself as trash and people to be thrown out. I would describe the next scene, but it's better I just play it for you now.
Blitz, I think so very highly of you. I didn't realize you think so low of me. Goodbye, Blitz.
Stolas, wait!
What the
fuck?
Honestly, this scene is probably one of my favorite scenes in all of Season 2 of Helluva Boss. Lighting in the scene, the dialogue, the voice acting, the animation, everything is just perfect. If there's anything I really like about a scene, especially if that scene is emotional, is the lighting. The lighting can really help out a scene express its mood, and the lighting in here, the red light coming through the windows, really gives a sort of chaos or evil or doom sort of aroma to the room or scene. A few things I have to say that didn't really fit into the episode that I'm just gonna say now. The characters such as Millie, Moxie, and Luna really felt dry in this episode. I know it's mostly focused around Blitz, but you could have added a bit more depth and a bit more attention towards Millie, Moxie, and Luna. The cherubs being in this episode seemed very sudden and not very important. I never really saw them as a big threat, and I don't know if you're supposed to or not, but I honestly didn't really like them in this episode. They probably should have gotten an entire episode just dedicated to them, and I really hope that is true in the future. The cherubs felt very overshadowed by the Blitz and Stolas drama that was going on, and I honestly, again, wish they were in a separate episode. Anyway, overall, it was a pretty great episode. Not the best, but not the worst. Still better than Happy Campers. I make Amazing Digital Circus and Murder Drones content. I also am planning on making more Helluva Boss content when future episodes drop, so if you like that sort of stuff, consider subscribing, because I'll definitely be making more of it. Anyway, like the video if you actually liked it, comment down below anything I missed, stay tuned, and I'll see you next time.